We now move on. Fatal four-way match. And this one is about the momentum leading into the potential international / all-star matches. Of course, Dark Forge, the international champion. And ever since acquiring, or pretty much driving Salvador to his side, Dark Forge has been a destructive force, thanks to the Arbiter. But he's got to go without the Arbiter tonight. Not to mention, considering the simple fact that Arbiter got pretty badly beaten up by Broly earlier tonight. And here's an individual that's surrounded by controversy again. Controversy over racist remarks that were made towards just people within CAW, in which the use of the N-word from the mouth of Myst Motone. Myst Motone did address his actions. However, a lot of people haven't exactly bought it. However, Myst Motone is going to look to shrug that under the rug tonight. He may need to. Here's Matthew! And I can say this to you lot right now. If there's one person that wants to get his hands on Dark Forge, it's Matthew Herworth. The star pilot, who had his career sidelined by Dark Forge when he was working with Dark Forge, for that matter. So I'm certain revenge is on the mind for Matthew Herworth. And why wouldn't it be? And the final participant in this match is going to be Tails. I spoke with Tails earlier about how does he feel going into HYPERLINK. Is he confident that he will get voted in? And also, what were his thoughts on the comments that were made by Myst Motone? Tails simply stated that he feels Myst Motone isn't worth mentioning a comment, and that he feels confident that the public will vote him, that being of course Tails, into one of the title matches, and that Myst, because of these comments, will get sidelined. Of course, some people have called for Myst Motone to be removed from HYPERLINK. However, there has been no confirmation. All up here! Stopped there by Matthew. And now, that's right now. Ah, double team by Matthew and Dark Forge. Tino missed. Nice to roll up Dark Forge, and now doink. Nice shot there. Taking that Singapore Kane, a shot there. 2 for 1 on that shot. You gotta wonder right now what's going through Myst Motone's mind. Nice and prettier. And now Dark Forge going after Matthew. See now. Of course, if I can go back to this subject of Myst Motone, a lot of people on the roster have called for Myst Motone to be suspended. Some have even called for his termination. However, CXWI management, they've not stated anything on this matter. And we believe that's because, as many of you remember what I was saying about a few nights ago, the threat of a shutdown of management by the Executive Vice President for Talent Relations and Recruitment, Rex, if the Arbiter was not restored to his former self, and if what I've heard is correct, the reason that management have not stated anything on Myst Motone, or not come to a decision, is because they're trying to sort that out. However, like I said, I've only heard this, but I've got nothing that can confirm it. Nicely done there by Myst Motone, breaking that one up. I've got to think right now, Myst Motone has got to think he's pretty lucky right now that CXWI management has actually fallen into the shape it has over the issue of the Arbiter. I think if it hadn't, Myst would probably be suspended. Now try to... that didn't work. See, now clothesline! Now... Face crusher there by Dark Forge. See now, thrown out there, Myst Motone! Lying out there. And there with a low blow. Now throwing tails up onto that table. Nicely done there. Now Tails and Dark Forge with a double team. Not Tails and Dark Forge. Myst Motone and Dark Forge. Now a splash there. Of course, interestingly, I should state this out. The one individual that's definitely spoken out violently against Myst Motone, that of course was JSR. Stating that Myst should no longer have a place really in CXWI, yet alone in the international / all-star title vote. But also JSR has also been involved in something else. Following those comments, and a group was actually started up in protest against JSR, not because he made those comments, but just against JSR in general. See now, stopped there by Tails. And JSR believes that Myst Motone has something to do with that. The group that's been started out against JSR. You see now, modified by Matthew Herworth, and a Dark Void by Dark Forge. But look at Matthew now, putting Dark Forge up for the ride. 1, 2, and I kicked out. He's kicked out the modifier. And now, trash can on the head, and Myst crossbody. I think Myst right now really trying to not let recent events right now get into his head. There has been a lot of anger towards him, as I've addressed already. See now. Stopped there by Dark Forge. You see now. Nicely done. And now. See now, look at this! Tails off the pushback! Ouch. Up again there. And again! And now look at this! From behind! And stopped there by Dark Forge. Nicely done! And Dark Forge a scoop slam! See now, dragged off that ropes, and now going Matthew Herworth for the backbreaker! And now, got to attack! Oh! Oh, but missed! Flies in there! And now, that's one Myst cutter! And now, there's another! Dark Forge up! Try, oh! Pushed away and throws him outside. And Tails is in trouble now! Upsy daisy! Nicely done there, last ride, and you see there, Myst comes in with a drop kick. And Myst cutter again. Myst cutter again to Dark Forge.
1, 2,
Trying to cover.
3.
Myst picks up a win. Myst Motone able to pick up the win here, and well, for the time being, he certainly swept aside the recent events, but something tells me those won't go away with just a simple win here. Myst has got a heck of a bridge to try and rebuild.